Alright, hello and welcome to the weather update. We have hot and humid weather on the way, unfortunately, and the humidity has already arrived today, unfortunately. And we're going to take a look at some observations across the area to start off. So, 75 degrees at Farmingdale Airport. Not that hot, but you can see, look at that dew point. 70 degrees again. And the dew point actually was up pretty quickly today. Despite the models were saying that it wasn't really going to arrive until later tonight, but it's really been pretty humid all day with dew points near the 70-degree mark, upper 60s at Farmingdale. For dew points, the saving grace was there was some clouds around and it wasn't that hot, so 79 degrees was the high at Farmingdale Airport. If we go further east and look at Islip, you see it's the same deal with the high dew points. And Islip hit 80 degrees, but you can see the dew points upper 60s to near 70. So it looked like the models were a little slow, of course, in underestimating the humidity that was coming in. We'll go out to West Hampton, and their high was 78 degrees, and the dew points maybe a little lower out there. So the dry air may have hung on a little more on the east end, a little more. You see some dew points in the mid 60s over there. But if we go and we look at, we'll look at New York City, because I'm sure it was hotter in New York City. Oh yeah, it's still 82 there. You can see the urban heat island is in effect, and the city hit 83 there. However, a little more dry air hung on there, dew points in the mid 60s, but now they're climbing. And then the last, but certainly not the least, the hottest spot around is Toms River. And they were the hottest spot again today. So right now temperatures have dropped to 77, but look at the dew point up above to 70 now. So dew point has reached 71. Sultry dew points there. And look at how much hotter it was in Toms River. 87 degrees, almost a good 8 degrees hotter there. That's what I mean about living in that kind of climate. And there was also haze reported too at 14:56. So haze. I wonder what that was about. I wonder if there was a shower or what that haze was about, if there was a fire over there, or I don't know what was causing that haze. But the air quality was pretty bad today in addition to that. So yeah, Toms River again, not the place you want to be. That's what I mean about the climate there. It's a lot hotter there. So let's go and look at the sky conditions. We're going to go to the MODIS satellite next. So now let's take a look at the MODIS satellite. And we can see that there's some smoke around. You can see a little bit of it here. It shows up a little bit here. There's a lot more off to the west. So I have a feeling this is going to be around for tomorrow and Tuesday. We're going to have that coupled with the heat, of course. And then look at that big cloud of smoke still drifting over the Atlantic right there. That is a huge cloud of smoke right there. It looks like it's off over the Canadian Maritimes. It is now drifting eastward over the Atlantic, and is probably heading for the United Kingdom. So, the United Kingdom and Europe, northern Europe. That's where the smoke. You could actually see it right there. Look at that. You can actually see the smoke. So it's drifting around the world, which is pretty crazy. Definitely not something you're supposed to see. Good news is the Atlantic is quiet again, thanks to that Sahara dust. But I'll tell you this, and I don't know if you've noticed it too. Here's the smoke again. You can't really see it too well because there's a lot of clouds around. But the smoke is still coming. It looks like maybe they may be getting some rain, hopefully, over where these fires are, so they can finally get these fires in British Columbia as well as California under control, so we can actually breathe again. And you can see actually there's smoke over here too, so you can see the smoke over here. You see that haziness. And I want to ask you a question, and there'll be a poll in this video. Have you noticed, and I have noticed this, because of the haze and the smoke in the air, it seems like when you walk around outside, you get a very dry, scratchy throat, and you get very thirsty easily. So there's going to be a poll. I don't know if it's just me or other people are having this effect from the smoke and the haze in the air, but I've noticed that when it's hazy, especially recently, because of all this haze, that seems to have some health effects. So let me know if you're experiencing that too. But anyway, let's go ahead and now look at the models, because things unfortunately do not look good for us this week. It's going to be a pretty brutal week. So let's get to the bad news. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these models here. We're going to start off with the GFS, the long range outlook, and see what's going to happen. And unfortunately, the Atlantic ridge is going to be back, and it's going to be ridging over the southeast, which means that it's going to give us more of a westerly flow. this week, which means we will be dying in the heat. There won't be much of a sea breeze, and it's going to be pretty bad. So you can see that ridge right there. And unfortunately, that cold front that we were talking about in the last update that the model said would make it through, I told you not to get your hopes up, because now it does not look like that front's going to make it through very much at all. So we're going to Tuesday. You can see that ridge is there. Wednesday, the ridge is there. Thursday, that front was supposed to move through, but you could see it's stalling out. It's again, that freaking ridge is blocking it. Again, that ridge blocks everything, and it's been there all summer long. So we go into Friday, and it weakens a little bit, and maybe we could get that front down a little bit, but it will be cooler, but it's going to remain a little humid, and the clouds will be around, and it looks like Labor Day weekend could be ruined as a result of stall front syndrome between this air mass here and this ridge that won't freaking go away. You can see here, again, the same pattern. These fronts just keep getting deflected and stalling out over the area because of that ridge. Which is, and that ridge doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere at all. This is going all the way into September here, all the way into almost mid-September. So let's see what it's going to do for the dew points, and you'll see that we are going to be once again dealing with dew points above 70 degrees for an extended period of time. So you can see as we go into the future here, dew points remain across the whole East Coast. You've seen this all summer long. Eastern half of the country, dew points above 70 and well above 70 as we go into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can see the dry air trying to come through, but what's going to happen? It's going to stall out, and we're never really going to get into it. Maybe we get into a little bit of it on Friday into Saturday, but then the humidity comes right back again. So literally, this humid summer from hell just does not want to end, and it's all because of that ridge. And maybe by mid-September, maybe we start to see. But this is in the long range. The models change so much. You know that already. And you know the pattern we've been dealing with time and time again all summer long because of that ridge from hell that doesn't want to go away. So let's go ahead and look at the temperatures and see what the temperatures are going to be like, because they're going to be hot across much of the country as well. As we go into Monday, you'll see the heat. Well, we'll take a look at a closer look at our area too, of course. But I want to show you again all the heat across the eastern two-thirds of the country. And again, this is due to that blasted ridge that doesn't want to go away. It's ruined the whole summer. It's probably going to ruin Labor Day weekend with stall front syndrome. You see we're going to heat here, and then maybe things finally start cooling down by next week. But no, it still looks that heat is still close by, so we may still be dealing with the heat and the humidity right into September, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is by far the worst, crappiest summer I've ever been through. Ever. All right? Ever. All right? So now let's go into our area and take a look at the effects here. We're going to go and look at our, go to here, and we're going to look at, again, and a closer look at what the temperatures will be doing this week. All right, so now we are looking at the closer local view here of the Northeast. So you can see temperatures tomorrow approach 90 degrees in Jersey, and maybe even parts of Long Island on the North Shore. And then Tuesday, we're definitely going to be dealing with 90s all across the area. There'll be a west wind, so we're going to be dying. There's going to be a west wind, so we will be dying on Tuesday and Wednesday. You can see that looking at the 90s all over Long Island. So we'll be dealing with 90s high dew points, and the same thing for Wednesday, probably near 95. So it could be a very brutal stretch here, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday too. You'll see Thursday we're still dealing with these temperatures well into the 90s. So it's going to be very uncomfortable, and going to couple that up with these very high dew points, and then we'll see relief by Friday. But this summer has been absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm going to rant, but this is not normal. All right, if you think that we are not undergoing some type of climate change emergency, I don't know what to tell you. You're a freaking moron. All right. Anyway, let's go and look at the dew points. So you can see the dew points coming up. They'll be above 70 tomorrow. I think the model's underestimating how high the dew points are going to get. I think dew points are going to be above 70 because they underestimated it today. And you see, look at Tuesday, that west wind there. That's what's going to kill us, the killer west wind. And look at Wednesday. Again, west-southwest flow. Maybe right along the South Shore there'll be some relief. But other than that, we're going to be dying. Thursday, look at that, west winds too. So we're going to be dying. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be 3 absolutely brutal days, and tomorrow it begins as well. So really almost 4 brutal days in a row. If you think about it, it's going to be pretty bad. I want to look at some other models. Let's look at the NAM and see what that has for the dew points. Because I think the GFS is underestimating the dew points. I really do. I think they're going to be going higher than that. Yeah, the NAM's a little more realistic. Dew points above 70 for sure. Low 70s, dew points in the low 70s, and you can see, look at that, some dew points, 75-degree dew points. Again, this is not normal. We're not supposed to have 75-degree dew points in this area. Never. It's never supposed to be that humid. All right, 75. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. You know, I thought we were done with this. That freaking ridge keeps coming back and keeps ruining our weather, and it's not normal to have a ridge there. It's not normal to have that ridge there. It's not normal. So, not for such an extended period of time, all summer long. I mean, literally all summer long. I'm going to actually by the end of this month, I want to actually take a look at how many. We're going to actually take a look at how many days the dew point has been below 70, and you could probably count them on one hand for the entire summer, which is absolutely insane and very, very concerning. We are living in Florida now. This is the climate on Long Island now. It's horrible. It is horrible. There's one more thing I want to show you with the model, and this is exactly what I mean. And before I get started, I'm going to say it again, even though it's like a broken record. Jet streams are powered by the difference in temperature between the poles and the equator. And the less of a difference in temperature between the poles and the equator, because the poles are warming, especially the North Pole, the weaker and more diffuse the jet stream is. And so this is what you're seeing here. This is the jet stream. And this is it right here. It's very diffuse, very wavy. This is not a normal jet stream at all. And you can see that huge ridge again. And the jet stream is not moving this out of the way because the jet stream is literally a diffuse mess right now. So you can see what's going on here. The jet stream should be like this. It should be steering weather from west to east. But instead we have this diffuse, wavy pattern in the jet stream. And that's why we are seeing this. And look at that. The jet stream is almost completely gone here. So literally at certain times there is no jet stream, which is crazy. But the jet stream is fading away. And that has very serious implications for the climate. And you can see that this summer has been a result of that jet stream being fading. It looks like now the jet stream, now according to the model, looks like you'd see the jet stream is trying to redevelop again and try to maybe move things along as we get toward September 11th. But it's a ways away, and this is just a model. All right, and what we are seeing in the atmosphere is very abnormal. This is a climate emergency, and I really wish people would take this seriously, but they are not. They are not taking this seriously, and this has serious implications for the weather. It really does. All right, I want to show you this. Actually, one of my viewers gave me this link. I'm going to put it in the description below. It's called Just Another Day on Aerosol or Earth, and this is a satellite view of aerosols, and this was taken on August 23rd, 2018. And the red is the wildfire smoke, which you can see spreading across much of the country, and across really almost, you can see it traveling all the way from North America all the way into Europe. Then you have more wildfires up in Siberia. And this is from agricultural burning in Africa. So they burn a lot of things. This is another thing that we have to be concerned about. They're burning a lot of things in Africa too. But by far, the smoke from the wildfires in the West is really going around the entire world. And then you have the Saharan dust. That's in the purplish color. So and you can see that is moving from west to east. No, east to west. So the Sahara dust moves from east to west. The wildfire smoke moves from west to east. And it's a very interesting link about some of the things here. And you can see it actually even picks up sea salt. So you can see the sea salt actually being stirred up by these tropical systems here. So it's a pretty interesting link, and I definitely want you to check it out in the description below. And we will wrap up this video with a forecast for somewhere nice and where the weather's going to be nice. Flagstaff. And this may be where we may have to live in the future because Long Island has gotten too humid. It's very possible, at least for I mean, some people love this weather. All right, I cannot tolerate the heat. I die in the heat and the humidity. I can't take the humidity. I need low dew points. I need dry air. I can't deal with 75-degree dew points day after day after day, and cloudy skies, and not being able to get to the pines. Flagstaff, the weather there is going to be beautiful all week. So my suggestion, if you have enough money, book yourself a plane ticket, book yourself a hotel, go to Flagstaff, get away from this area. If I had the money, boy, I wish I did have the money, because I would be doing that right away, because I'm done with this heat. I'm done with this humidity. I really am. It's going to be a beautiful week in Flagstaff. Temperatures near 80 degrees, sunny skies, low humidity. It's going to be nice. So, again, if you can afford to get away from this mess on the East Coast, please, I would definitely do so. And they have some beautiful pine barrens in Flagstaff. In fact, I will be making a video about Flagstaff to show you just how beautiful the pines are there. We're going to take a little tour of Flagstaff. I'll try to get that up. I'll do it in the next couple of days or so, just to show you how beautiful it is there. Because it is beautiful, and it's someplace that if climate change makes Long Island a tropical climate, I will probably have to relocate there, because I can't deal with this humidity. I can't deal with this. This is not the climate my body is accustomed to, and I've never been able to tolerate it well, and now it's literally making me sick. This is why That's why we're in a climate emergency. All right, because places in the world are going to become uninhabitable because of climate change. But nobody seems to think it's important. So, keep driving the big SUVs, keep driving the pickup trucks, keep cutting mass transit and putting more people on the road. Anyway, that's going to conclude this weather update. Take care. Thank you for watching.